So when it comes to finalizing the big con setups, there are only a few more missions that you need to do. I am going to start with the vault key cards. Okay, so when it comes to the key cards, there are two types of missions. One is to collect 2 key cards from 2 workers, and the other is to go to the prison and take it from a police officer. Now, the one where you need to take the key cards off 2 people in one mission is very easy. Usually, one of the key cards is located around here, and one key card is located around here. This is simple, especially when you're doing solo, because you can pick up both key cards at the same time. There is another variation of the same mission, where one key card is here, and the other is around about here. Like I said, there are 2 versions of this mission. The other one is to go to the prison, which usually everybody dreads. Usually, the game tells you to steal the bus. The bus is always located like in the countryside somewhere, but the good news is you don't need to steal the bus. You can just fly straight to the prison. Now, this is where things get a bit tricky, so that in one of the guard towers there will be somebody holding a key card, and to the left and to the right of the guard there will be 2 snipers. Now it's very important to take out the vault guard first, if it is the vault guard. No, so that's one of the snipers, and then there's one sniper on the other side, and then in the middle is where the guard is. Sometimes you can't lock onto the guard because the guard is downstairs, which actually makes this a lot easier. Go inside and just kill him. Pick up the key card like so. And then get out of there. It is recommended to do this really quick, even if you have to climb the guard tower, because once you get back down, there will be loads of cops swarming you. Drive a little bit away from the guard tower, and this is the fun part, you don't even have to lose the cops. So, let's say drive about here, step off your vehicle, and then kill yourself, in the nicest way. Once you've done that, you won't drop the key cards, and the cops will be off you, and the mission will complete itself automatically. And then just like that, find new session. There are 2 types to this mission. There is one where you need to be an undertaker and go to the place where they store the dead bodies. This mission takes very long and I wouldn't recommend it. The second mission is a house party where you have to dance for about a minute and then find the passed out worker and then search his body. This one is a lot more faster and a lot more easier. It's just a no-brainer really. A little tip, when you start the mission and you hear music as soon as you walk outside, that means it's the party one. If you don't hear the music, then it's the funeral one, and I would recommend just finding a new session and then keep retrying until you get this one, because like I said, it takes ridiculously long to complete that. Now the house party is usually located in the hills. No matter where your arcade is, it'll always be around here somewhere. There are about 2 or 3 locations. Once you get to the party, just don't kill anybody. Just blend in. Just start dancing, smoking, or drinking. What I usually do is I look around at the body. I was going to say dead bodies. I look around at the bodies on the floor, and because I've played this heist so many times, I do recognise the faces of what Lester usually tells you to search. So one of them is usually this guy here. Sometimes it's this guy here. Sometimes it's this guy here. And yeah, so it will be one of those 3, 100%. Just like I thought. Too busy smoking. Yeah, and then once you grab that, it will tell you to actually find the key card because the guy doesn't have it. The key card will be located in any random location. Usually there's 2 locations per mansion. Once you have it, fly away. As soon as you see that, quickly find a new session, spawn back in your arcade. The next setup is the group sex gear. This one's very important as the other 2 aren't really good for the main heist. The group sex gear makes it so much easier. For the group sex van, there are 3 locations where the van can spawn. One of the locations is around here. It's called Auto Repairers. This is the best location because it's centralized in the city and which is near all the arcades which are located in the city. Assuming that you own an arcade in the city. The next location is the one that I have, which is called Harmony. This is in the countryside and it's not a bad location. Usually I get this one a lot and the drive back is not too long. But the last location is in Palito Bay, and it's usually located up here. If your location does say Palito Bay, I recommend to restart because you're going to be driving a long way back. Once you get to the scene, go to the truck straight away and try and open the door. And then kill the people. Once you do that, just search the body for the key. Now, you will have the police after you, but luckily for this mission in particular, and I have no idea why, you can call Lester and get the cops off you straight away. And just like that, this mission is 90% more easier. Now you just need to drive back. Now, for part 2 of group sex gear, this is also quite straightforward. Now, there are two locations where you can go for these bags. One location is here, which is quite nice for me because it's near my arcade, and the other one is located around about the center of Los Santos, which is also not far. Obviously, you will need to take one bag at a time if you're playing this solo. This is a solo guide after all. So take out the men, don't even try and sneak, there's absolutely no point, you're just wasting more time. For this mission, you can call Lester as well to get the cops off you, if you do struggle, but because it's 2-star, you should be okay. I'm going to skip this part of the video because you know what to do already. For this, there are two types of missions. One of them is to steal the jewels from a group of robbers in their hideout, and the other is to steal the jewels from a group of robbers who are already robbing. Personally, they're both good to do, but depending on the location, it's a matter of whether you want to reset or not, especially if you're playing solo. Now, there are a couple of locations where the bank spawns if you're doing the bank one. One's around here, the other's around here, and the other one is over here. This is a bit far, but I am going to be doing this one just for this video. Now, once you arrive at the bank, you might as well just take out everything in your way. The cops are going to come after you regardless. With this mission, you can only carry one bag at a time, which is why I recommend you to pick a closer location if you get this one. Now with this mission, you can also call Lester to get the cops off you. In the other mission, where you have to steal the drills from the robbers in their hideout, you can't call Lester. This is the only one where you can. Now as you see, when I approach the crime scene the second time, the cops will come after me again. And sometimes you will get these annoying idiots here too. This is why I don't usually call Lester on the first one, I usually call him on the second one. As you can see, just like that, remove level. And with that, that's all your heist setup's done. You don't need to do anything else with the big con. Anyway, that's the end of the video, and I really hope I helped you out.